Hello ladies and gents, welcome back to the channel. Welcome to a new night review. Behind me is the new Leapmotor B10 fully electric model in the top trim called Design. We're going to check it out, exterior interior details at night. So without further ado, let's just jump into the night review. Okay, here it is, the new Leapmotor B10. At night, I've left the key card inside so the car is on, so we can check it out. Now, let's do a little walk around here and check out the front headlights. So you can see that the daytime running lights are divided in Europe. I think in China they might be connected, but these are the main headlights. They do shine a nice beam, so a good performance. They're lowered so they do not blind other drivers as much, which is a pretty good and nice detail. Now here's the side profile. Last year I reviewed the C10, which was a range extended EV. This is a fully electric model. They're similar. This one's a bit bigger. Now, let's check out the back here. So during the day, this was looking like it's off on the camera, but it's just, I guess, light and just at certain angles, and it looked like it was off, but it's not. In person, you don't see the flickering lights or anything like that. So it's just the camera during the day when it's super sunny. Now, the charge port is not illuminated, just to show you that, so you can see that is all in dark. Now, if you wanted to open this, there's an edge here. I know where it is, so I can press, but if I didn't know, I would be struggling to open this at night. Now, here's the back view, and in the cargo there's one light. It illuminates everything pretty well, and also the white plastic on the sides here help. Usually it's a black plastic. Even when you open, you can see here underneath, so that is all great. Okay, good closing. Now, let's check out the back. Okay, so I left my backpack here, apologies, but you can see there's no lights on the back, so that is really weird. I think they could have placed some lights here between those handles. Now, you do have lit up USBs and window controls. Now, if I open the front door, that is going to engage the front light, so I'm just going to leave it like that. And in that case, there is some light shooting in the back, but still, I think they should have just put it dedicated lights on the top. It just makes no sense on a 34,000 euro car not to have rear lights. Same as the rear wiper, if you remember, on the rear windshield. Now, close up on these are really nice, like minimum design. I really like the design of those. This is the view at the top. You can see very bright, and it does illuminate the seats. Not the footwell as much, but maybe on the other side a little bit better. Now, USBs are illuminated as well. Can't see them from here that much, but yeah, you can see them a little bit there. Now let's hear the closing sound. Okay. Now, since this is a bright interior, let me show you here. You can see really well inside when the lights are on. When they switch off, still a lot of light from the street lights coming inside. And you can also see the ambient lights in the vents, but only on the front, nothing on the rear. There's going to be a separated night point of view driving review where I'm going to summon my impressions. So stay tuned for that. And now let's zoom back in. Here we have the white illumination for the buttons. That's really popular in the car industry, and these are white. So this car is very minimalist design-wise, and it's definitely inspired by Tesla. There's a lot of Tesla design language in the infotainment and so on. You do have the screen that you don't get in a Tesla, at least not in the entry vehicles, and the top-notch vehicles are discontinued. So you do get this as an extra in the Leapmotor. I wish the air vents at the back were also illuminated. This really looks nice and posh. Now you can see this one, so that is that. Now these displays are not super bright. Of course you can increase the brightness, but they're pretty nice all together. And yeah, that's more or less it. There's no lights here, and let me check this one. Yeah, no light, and also no light in the glove box, so that's a little bit weird. Let me show you here the consumption. I did the power consumption test, my classical open road simulation, driving at late night between 60 and 80 kilometers per hour. This night I was driving a little bit faster, mostly around 70 and 80. And you can see here in 55 kilometers, I had 11.4 kilowatts. It was mostly around 12. And if I come to the big screen here, and so this is the trip I didn't reset when I pick up the car. In 1,000, almost 200 kilometers, the average is 14 kilowatts. That's amazing for this big SUV. It is light, so it's very efficient as well, with the only rear electric motor with 218 horsepower again. And this is since charged. This is combined the day when you're driving and drive from Zagreb to Samobor for the consumption. So it's lowered to 14, which is the average of the car, and this is my drive. You can see on the big display 11.4. Now we've also said I would do I need some AC. We would do a ambient lights. So if we go here and we go to lighting, actually, yeah, ambient lights. So here you can increase or decrease the brightness. You can see that. So let me just, actually I can capture it like this. There's everyone's below, right? So, you know, you can play with that if you want the full brightness, or maybe dim it a little bit. Again, such a shame it's not available on the back, because if you do the pull down menu, oh, this is the front one. I thought this was the rear one, but it's not. Okay, it says here multicolor flashing. Okay, so, oh, it's just like changing colors. Monochrome flashing, so it's just like pulsating, I guess. And so there's ambient lighting effects in specific scenarios, such as showing parking warnings, giving voice commands, charging and starting the vehicle. The corresponding lighting effects will be displayed automatically. Okay, I haven't seen any of that so far. And then there's the music rhythmic effects. The interior ambient lights brightness and color will change with the rhythm of the music. Now there's dynamic lights and shadow and Canon mode. I did play some music. I'm gonna play some now, but I don't think it's tied to the radio, to be honest. So let me just play some music here. Is it changing? It's not. Let me just see here, sound effects. Okay. Now, honestly, the sound system, when you crank it up all the way, isn't so loud for some reason, and I'm kind of confused why. I don't know why, but that's the way it is. Otherwise, it's pretty fine, but it's not super loud. And I'm trying to think of anything else. You can see here at 60% of charge, we have 228 kilometers left. So that is that. I've charged up the car last night to 100%. I've been driving it today, and I've passed, as you saw, 130 kilometers so far after 100%. So 40%, we've passed 131 kilometers. So you can do the math, 260, and there would be, so 40, 80, there would be 20% left. That should cover if you get really low, close to like a few percent more than 300 kilometers. So it should be enough for my trip to Zadar, so hopefully I'm gonna do range test, separate video for that. Now, just let's see here regarding lights. We do have, well, okay, I didn't show you these. You know, you can change colors, obviously. That's pretty cool. Now, just to show you here, front fog, rear fog, and this is the standard beam. I'm gonna blast. This is the long beam. So really bright headlights. Now, let me come out and just show you the front and rear. I might left this turn signal engaged. So let me see here. Yeah, you can see dual fog lights and you can see the turn signal. Now, I can't show you the brake light, obviously, but you can see the side repeater and you can see the whole top turns into a turn signal, and you can see the LED fog lights. So that is that. Altogether, really a good car for a budget. But I think altogether there are like small details that really make this car great. Again, such as the rear wiper, LED lights in the back of the car, and perhaps an ambient light on the back air vents. But that's it. Now, you know the drill. You remove the card and tap it in case you don't have the app. So this was a quick night tour of the new Leapmotor B10. Well guys, that's it. Thank you for watching the night review. If you like it, give it a like, share it, comment below. How do you like and do you agree with my thoughts with a few things that this car is missing? Otherwise, really great deal for the buck. Stay tuned for the range test, of course, and the charging video, plus the night point of view driving review. And if you already haven't, check out the detailed day review and day point of view driving with no comments. See you in the next one. Bye.